54 News at 9, home of Super Bowl 51.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for Fox 44 News at 9. I'm Jessica Guidry. Donald J. Trump is now the nation's 45th president, and on most accounts, the inauguration ceremony stuck to the time-honored traditions of the transfer of power. Diane Gallagher takes us through the historic day. Ford CEO also said today the company plans to build more electric and self-driving cars at its Michigan plant. They believe electric car sales will outpace gas-powered ones within the next 15 years. Samsung is looking to bounce back from its Galaxy Note 7 debacle. This is the Galaxy A smartphone.
I think we need a change, bad.
World War II veteran and Hawkins resident Clifford Sherlock is 89 years old and before Tuesday had never voted in a presidential election.
He made mention that he wasn't registered to vote. Well, then I found out he'd never been to an election, and so I thought that I could help him walk through the process.
He has voted before during local school elections, but said he wouldn't vote again because of poll taxes and the jury duty that followed.
6 months later, they called me up for jury duty. If that's the way they're going to get you up there, and then you have to go sit on jury duty and lose a day's work and everything else, your wages and all, I'm not going to do that.
But this year, Mr. Sherlock said he felt compelled to change that and make his voice heard.
I just don't like the way it's been going the last few years, the last 10 or 15 years. It'll never be no better. There's got to be a change somewhere.
And he isn't the only one who feels that way.
This is probably the most critical election we have ever faced. We need to make sure that we get the right people in there to support the values of the United States.
So they loaded up in the car and headed down to the Wood County Courthouse to cast their votes early. And after a 15-minute wait, Sherlock voted for President of the United States for the first time.
How does it feel to finally vote after all that time?
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to it, but I guess it's all right.
Jessica Guidry, Fox 51 News, East Texas.
You may have thought the holidays are over by now, but there's one more and you still have time to celebrate. If you got a fruitcake this holiday season, today is National Fruitcake Toss Day. If you don't enjoy the holiday classic and haven't already re-gifted it, you now have an excuse to toss it. And then you can begin the countdown to when someone gives you another one. We had stories where we talked about this earlier in the holiday season, Brian, about some people love it, some people hate it, but they're still there every year.
Absolutely, and they're always given out as stocking stuffers.
Yep.
Yeah, and for me, I think I don't mind fruitcakes. I think they're pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
But you could get an occasional one that maybe not the greatest, but
yeah,
okay.
With the texture, I think that's what a lot of people don't like. Different textures merged in one, but you either love it or hate it.
Exactly. You're one of those types of people.
Yep, I don't like the texture.
I hear you. As far as the low temperature tonight, we're going to go with a 34, and it looks like we'll have a cloudy day out there, and it looks like we're going to have a high temperature right around 48 degrees with cloudy skies out there. Northeast winds at 5. Jessica.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you for watching Fox 51 News at 9. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.